Equality versus freedom. What are these two terms? Are they similar? Are they the terms that can be used together in a same sentence? What comes to your mind when you think of equality versus freedom? This is Amon Sarane and welcome to the Encounter. There are several parameters under which these two terms can be discussed. You can choose to discuss equality versus freedom in terms of several parameters, but today I want to look at these two in terms of wealth in reference to humankind and everything else. I think equality exists more in all the other things, but in humankind. And freedom exists more in humankind than in all the other things. This is why I say so. What is equality? Equality is the state of being equal, having equal chances, having equal resources and stuff. Freedom is the choice. You have the right to do something without the hindrance or restraint. This is why I say I think so, because assuming you're a farmer and you have your daily cows and you decide that you're gonna feed 20 pounds to each of the daily cow, that is equality. If you have a pet, if you have pets in your house, like if you have dogs, you can decide to feed. If you give one dog a chicken, you decide to give the other dog a chicken too, and that is equality. Like if you say you are a corn farmer, and you say you in each acre you're gonna use two bags of fertilizer, and then that is you're being equal. You're distributing your resources equally. However, when it comes to humankind, you can find one person is rich and the other person is poor. So we don't have equality right there. And it is not fair for you to say, now that this one is rich and this one is poor, let's distribute these resources so that we can have equilibrium, so that we can be equal. But in humankind, I think freedom exists because you have a choice to choose whether you want to work hard and make these millions and be rich, or just decide to stay lazy and be poor. But then again, with freedom and choices, you must be ready to live with the consequence. If you decide to be lazy and poor, you must be ready to live with the consequence of your action, of your decision. If you decide to work hard and be rich, and again, you must be ready to live with the consequences of that comes with being rich. So with humankind, freedom is of more applicable than equality. And when you talk of freedom in terms of animals and your farm and everything, you are 1 acre of land that you have under corn cannot decide that, cannot have a freedom to say, give me 2 bags, use 2 bags on me and use 1 bag of fertilizer on the other one. Your dogs cannot say, you gave me chicken, you fed me chicken yesterday, you can feed me beef today. So I don't think equality really exists in humankind, because you have to make a choice. You cannot logically say, let's distribute resources from one wealthy person to the other person. It has to come from you, that you have to make a choice of who you want to be. Nobody can come to save you. You have to save yourself. You have a freedom to choose what you want to do. But you cannot bank on equality and say, I'm going to just stay the way I am, but somebody is going to come in and say, then let's spread these resources or wealth so that we can have an equilibrium when it comes to wealth. That's why I think really equality doesn't exist much in humankind, but it can exist in all the other things. But again, I remember I said there are so many parameters under which these two terms can be discussed. So it can be discussed under something else, and then it can still mean that equality can still make sense when it comes to humankind. But on this segment, I wanted to discuss the equality in terms of resources, like being wealthy versus poor, and in terms of distributing the resources that you have towards your daily operations in your I don't know what you think, but I would like to hear your opinion on the comment section. What do you think, or what comes to your mind when you think or when you hear of these two terms, equality versus freedom? What comes to your mind? What are some of the parameters under which you can discuss equality versus freedom? And until next time, guys, you have a great one. Don't forget that I'll be waiting for your opinion on the comment section. Let me know what you think about equality versus freedom. Have a great day. Thank you.